Hi there, it's Crystal. So I did not have the patience to wait for my marketing team to put together some fancy presentations. So I just hopped on here really fast. Let me minimize myself so I can show you what I'm up to. I'm starting a new 60-day record label program this month, and I'm looking for a small group of music business entrepreneurs to work closely with who want to have their record labels fully formed and operational in 60 days or less. And I'm looking to create as many successful case studies before the actual launch of the 60-day record label program. And you've been selected. That's why you're seeing this. Are you okay to keep this private? Thank you very much. The results from the last 60-day record label challenge that we did were amazing. We had a 92% success rate. And the worst result was one student is still waiting for approval of his LLC, which is just because he got started a little late. Not too bad at all. So I'm going to be working with another group over the next 8 weeks, starting next week. So here's what we're going to do. I'll be teaching you my complete 60-day record label process, and this is how you learn the exact sequence of how to build a record label step by step that generates 5 to 6 figures a year. When I started as a record label owner myself, I struggled with time and money. I didn't have the time to figure out how to build my label, and I didn't have the money to hire an attorney or someone like an attorney to help with my contracts and legal steps. But today, I do know the steps, and I'm helping my students to start their labels with little to no budgets, who are now consistently doing that 5 to 6 figures annually. And it's really thanks to the formula that's inside the 60-day record label program. Now, one of my last students, Manny, and his label is SEMA Music Group. He used the course and he said this course helped our label in numerous ways already. The process has been very smooth. The contracts have been explained in detail, and we're now growing substantially, and our artists are profitable. Now, Manny is just one of 115 students who have successfully gone through the program. But just so you know, I am a real law firm owner. You can check out Delgado Entertainment Law, do a Google search, our law firm website, but more importantly, as it relates to, our students that we are helping, this is a fantastic case study that I wanted to show you. So this is Manny's label and one of his artists, Carolina Ross. And, right out the gate, look at this. They did 165 million views on one video. Here's another video, 32 million views. Check out her social media. She's already at 1.5 million followers. This is the power of being an independent label, right? And having full ownership over, the music that you're signing, working with these artists. It's so cool to see Manny's success. But of course, this is only one of our students who have had success. So very exciting. Next, what I'll do is I'll take you by the hand and guide you through the system. So you'll follow the 8-week plan, and I'll give you feedback and accountability to accelerate your progress. So on or before day 60, you should expect to have a fully formed and operational record label. And I've been doing this for 8 years, so there's literally no problem that we won't be able to solve together. The secret behind the 60-day record label program is our perfected sequence of the done-for-you contracts for building the label. Most people struggle with not knowing the process and not having the time to figure it all out. And, they might try watching things like free YouTube videos, and those are great, but they don't work because you're going to miss key steps. You're not going to have the required contracts. And then you don't know how to actually earn money with your label right out the gate, right? We want to be making money right away. The secret is this perfected sequence, which, it allows you to get not only the admin and the legal steps out of the way, but then you can just focus on the music. You can focus on making money without getting lost in legal troubles or getting lost in the unknown. Okay, stuff I ran into and a lot of people do right out the gate because they just miss critical steps. It doesn't matter if you don't have money to sign artists yet. Okay, these are called advances. Most artists are just looking for help and direction. And you're going to actually be able to provide that because I'm going to teach you exactly what to do. You'll be able to immediately start building your music portfolio, which, by the way, has not only a short-term payoff, right? But there's a very substantial long-term payoff when it comes to music ownership. You can fully launch an artist with zero budget, okay? Which we know works. We just talked about one of the success stories with Manny and his record label. So crazy, so amazing. And by the way, part of what I do is I teach you how to get investors, right? So if money is a thing, you definitely want to be signing artists. That's great. I'm going to teach you how to get that. So you might think you need to have an expert, or actually to be an expert, right, to run a record label. And what most people dream about, is they want to just be in the music business, right? And so they'll end up missing out unnecessarily because they're like, oh my gosh, I don't have the expertise. Well, again, this comes down to you just need to understand what industry standard terms are. You have to be able to learn. And again, I'm going to be able to teach you all of that because I have been doing this not only for 8 years, setting up record labels for other people, but for my own record label. Now, there are 3 bonuses, which I do sell through my law firm at $6,800. But if you join the program, you're going to get what I'm going to talk about here in a second for free. Okay. So your first of the 3 bonuses is you get 8 free contract templates. Okay. You're going to need these. They're bulletproof as far as keeping you legally protected. You don't need to hire a law firm, okay, to get started. And you are going to be legally protected. And in addition to that, I'm actually giving you one-on-one instructions on how to understand the templates like a pro. Number 2 on the bonus list is how to make money fast blueprint. Okay, so you want to start making money right away with your label. And you can do this even if you don't have artists yet. And finally, I just added a 3rd free bonus that's incredible. It's called the Poor Man's Copyright Bonus, which some of you may be like, that sounds familiar. And with it, what I'm doing is I'm teaching you how to actually copyright not only your music, but you'll be able to charge up to $300 per application to do this for other people as a label service. So like I said, these bonuses collectively, it's $6,800 on its own, but it's going to come with basically, the teaching method and the program in general. I may ask to share your success story with my audience, and I might tag you, okay? So it's really important because we want to celebrate your wins, but, I'm only going to do that if you're okay with it, all right? So I'm very big on that. Now, there are prizes, and this group will be small, but I'm going to do a $100 gift card through Amazon to whoever implements the actual record label sequence the fastest, okay? So there are prizes for 2nd and 3rd places too. And look, a little friendly competition never hurt anybody. Now, you probably have some questions, so let's cover those now. How will you get access to the 60-day record label program? I'll set an account up for you, and then you'll have the login to the private members platform, so you can get started right away, and you do get to go at your own pace. And I'll add you to the group so that you can chat with me there. So you're going to want to dedicate 2 to 3 hours a week. And if you do that, you're going to be very happy with the results. How does that work? Basically over the next 8 weeks, you'll use the 60-day record label program to learn how to build a record label step by step. And you'll learn how to generate basically 5 to 6 figures a year with your record label. But I only want to work with people who will report back on their results. I want to take your success story and feature it in my podcast, which you may or may not be aware of already, but it's the Top Music Attorney Podcast. So just imagine how many people your story will absolutely inspire. So it's really important that you do report your results back to me, and that's kind of why we're going to have you in the group, and you'll have direct one-on-one communication with me. So let's talk about the price. The price of the course, of the 60-day record label course, is $125 now, and then you make 7 payments of $125 after that. And what if you're not getting the results you want? Here's my promise. If you don't have a fully formed and operational record label by day 60, I will work with you until you do have that fully formed and operational record label. Sound good? Right now, I just need to know if you're in, and I'll get you all the details. I'd love for you to be my next success story. If you're in, just reply to my message and say, I'm in, and I'll take it from there. P.S. Anytime you invest time and money to learn a new skill, there's a risk, right? What if it doesn't work? What if it's not, as good as they're saying? So let's take a look at the best and worst case scenarios. Best case, you have a profitable record label and music business that allows you to do what you love. And you'll be able to run your business full time. No more 9 to 5. You'll be your own boss. Now that's the absolute best case scenario. What about the worst case? Well, worst case, maybe it's not great for you. Maybe you don't have time. Life is busy. And if so, no worries. If that happens, just let me know. And in the first 30 days, I will refund you 100% hassle-free. This way, you get to try the system that's helped so many others like you learn how to build a record label step by step that generates that 5 to 6 figures a year without any risk. So where do you think we should go from here? If you'd like to work with me, just message me that "I'm in" phrase and I'll get you the login right now. And then again, I just thought, when it comes to just being an independent record label, it's just so powerful when you do it yourself. But you should definitely check out some of the reviews as far as just, our students and clients that we serve through my law firm, Delgado Entertainment Law. This is what I do day in and day out, and I hope you're in.